So the men's D mile get their moment. Oh, I was about to say in the sun. Under lights. They get their moment under lights.
Which, yeah, conditions. Looking at that, Vic Milers and the Athletics Victoria flags around the stadium, they're not even fluttering.
Which is what you want.
Not even a flutter. Oh, actually, there's a bit of a flutter. Just moved a bit. Oh yeah, I mentioned the coach before of the old Glenn Huntley boys. Doesn't mind the name Cheeky Rogers.
You like it?
Yeah.
I reckon it suits. Not that I know, Charlie.
No, I do, and it absolutely suits. Like I said, one of the other lads, wasn't a celebrator.
Yeah.
Rogers, yeah. Cheeky is an apt surname.
I'm glad I
could
fill in the gaps for Cheeky Rogers.
Yeah.
Look at the, again, the pacemaker's got his work cut out for him to get to the front. I can't tell if we've got 3 pacemakers or an invitational athlete, pacemaker, an invitational athlete. Because I think that's what's happened.
I think it's invitational, pace, invitational.
Way to make things confusing.
And the D race is after the C race. Like, come on.
I think there's 2 pacemakers.
Hip number, no hip number.
So this is our first man in the green.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So they're not.
Is that Patrick? That's Patrick Matthews, who ran in the men's A mile. Just having a bit of a training session, a bit of a roll round. I guess you don't get through the men's A championships, without putting in a few laps around the athletics track.
So I think Nathan Davies is leading our actual race, and that's in the green.
The actual race.
Half tights. Yeah.
Oliver Burns from Williamstown is following Davies, and Matthew Blaschke from Mornington, I believe, in 3rd position. We'll have to double check the old hip.
I reckon you're
when
right.
They come around.
I don't want to do the crow. But I think you're right. So our two pacemakers.
I mean, what a luxury.
Yeah.
How lucky is...
You would always think, though, if you've got 2 pacemakers, you've got one at the front and you've got one then leading out the strung-out field.
By the way that this race has panned out, yeah. But maybe if the race didn't pan out this way, then
you'd look silly doing
Yeah. And what a treat for Davies.
I think it's Hudson Rigg. I think that is Hudson Rigg.
Okay.
And then I also think it's... Is it Dane Gray, possibly? Yep, Dane Gray of Glenn Huntley. Coming through now, but the Glenn Huntley athlete ahead of him must be Chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
I didn't say it with confidence. As we see the host of For the Kudos podcast, Brett Robinson, walking down the stairs.
Dave McNeil on there this week, I'm pretty sure. I was talking to Joel earlier. He was pretty excited about that.
I wonder if the boys will take our suggestions for segment of the week.
I really hope they do.
Segment of the week, celebration of the week, should I say.
Greater celebration.
And bodysuit chat.
Yeah, I'd actually challenge Joel or Brett to have the bodysuit on.
For the next race.
The way to take it, to the next level for the podcast. It is the #1 sports podcast of the week.
Brett
on Spotify.
In his next marathon, Joel. Well, Joel is a triathlete. He's used to the bodysuit. So Davies, commanding lead over the field as our second pacemaker. Is he going to hang in there with the lads?
I think he is. Has he got a teammate or somebody in there? He must.
Maybe.
He's chatting to the field as though willing them along. And Ranveer Gurja Hudson
Rigg in second position, just enjoying the sit on our pacemaker, who, looks like he's going to go the full...
He's going to try and drag him up to get to Nathan Davies.
Which, he's moving.
Big ask.
He is closing that gap. I just don't think he'll have enough time.
He's almost going to step off here. Like 200 metres to go. It's time to step off.
Will Rigg get Davies?
Yeah, good.
Good, very well. That's
mate. That is
going to be
like watching a cycling race and you let your hill climber just fly right now. So watch this. Hudson Rigg has had the benefit of the sit. We just saw Nathan Davies do the Cardinals sit. He did the left inside look. So Rigg's done it again. So Rigg's going to come on the outside. Davies has done all the work. Rigg, geez, he had the pacemaker drag him a while. Davies says, you should have made him drag you a little longer because I'm going to take this one out. 4:41. He deserved it.
The commentator tipped him off.
Yeah, yeah, he must. He can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Hey, that comes from the top.
And what a flood of athletes. Lego.
Leg out. Chris Brown. Ranveer Gurja.
Okay, now let's back to this timetable. Now we're skipping the women's C, which was just run, and going to the men's E by my calculations. Men's E, men's F, women's D, Dash for Cash.
Dash for Cash.
And the men's G mile, all coming up in the next half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Do not move.
And if you're in the area, come on down.
What is going on here?
So I'm just going to ask a question to the creator here, to Lachlan Rayner. Is it possible for people to